Frog in my throat. Sorry. Hello, everyone. Hello. Happy Sunday. Hopefully, well and not. Hey, Steppy, how's life and things? Stuff. And food came in right before stream, and I ordered the wrong. Same old. Honestly, mood. Sometimes life just is like that. This week has gone pretty good. I know I said that Friday. Yesterday, played a little league yesterday. You know, the usual. Yeah, the usual is about right. But hopefully everybody had a stressful Sunday. Things, in a general sense, hopefully are quiet for y'all. Going all right. I've been looking forward to disc 2 actually. It's funny because audio is going in and out. Hold on a second. Let me take a look at some of the other stuff I have open. I'm also a little bit farther away from my mic than normal. I didn't really change any settings or anything, so probably rolled too far back. Oh right, I still have Discord open. I need to close that because it eats up a bunch of processing power on my computer. It really might just be me also. Couple more things. It goes back. Should be better now. I realize that I'm probably not talking as loud, and that might be part of why. Could just be a little frog in my throat also, but I didn't change any of the audio settings, so I don't really think it's any of that. I hope not anyway. Oh yeah, it's better now that I'm closer. Yeah, I was rolled a little bit far back, that's why. But, okay, good to know though that it was really only that. That's setting up some. Okay, capture window. Yeah, the 431 is on. Alright, excellent. Okay then. Yeah, then let's get to it. Disc 2 of Star Ocean Till the End of Time. If I remember correctly, most of the content is kind of weighed 50-50 anyway. So when we start this second half, it is literally just the second half. This isn't one of those cases where it's like most of the content was in disc 1 and then they kind of just give us the leftovers for disc 2. Also just make sure that when I mix the volume. Xenogear. Oh, okay. Xenogears credit, so to speak. That wasn't necessarily their decision. Cosmic deadlines are not fun. Let's be more fair to them about that. Yes, and as our friend and occasional dictator Nightbot has reminded us, Bail Project stuff is still going on. If you are so moved, if you have the ability to, and donate, please do. It is critically important, especially now, that we attempt to continue to raise money for those people who are currently in jail right now and are not able to do anything. Game visuals are not showing. Hold on a second. Capture windows. 4.3. Huh. 1 second. That's awkward. There we go. Should be good to go now. Oh, well, it looks like I broke this though. One sec. Okay, there we go. Much better. Oh yeah, there we go. Much better. Okay, so, blah, 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 blah. Alrighty. 100, we still 10. Yeah, so I'm just looking over the battle trophies just because, kind of fun. Probably the other one for this one would have been defeat Robin Wind without taking damage. As you can see though, we have 18% of the trophies in this entire game, which means player 2 colors are a thing now. If I'd remembered, I would have made a vote for that, but I'm just gonna go put them on for right now just so you can see. Oh. So if we go to status, color setup. So we're gonna try out some of the player 2 colors for the crew, kind of see how they look. So last time, because I didn't even bother launching into my proper explanation. So if anybody's new, my name is Sean. I make games, I play games basically. Currently, we are playing through Star Ocean till the end of time, which is the third game in the Star Ocean series. We very recently completed Disc 1, wherein we basically strapped a magic cannon to this big dragon and said we're gonna blast the spaceship out of the sky. And we almost did, but not really. Some mysterious power wound up shooting it down instead, and so now we're on this ship. We were gonna go save my dad. My meaning our protagonist here with the blue hair, Fate Line God. Gonna go save his dad from the aliens. Except they then said, lol psych, we're going back to the planet you just left. So, you want your dad, come back there. So we're about to go back there. I'm gonna run around, talk to a couple people, and then see if I can trip the next event flag. They said that there wasn't enough room for me in there, and then they kicked me out. Can you believe those guys? Get over yourself, Cliff. Once you're down on Elicor 2, there's no telling when they'll be able to pick you up again. There'll be more people on the trip back, so it's best to be careful and get it right. You have to be really careful when you adjust the transporter settings. If the transportation fails, you disappear. You don't want that to happen, do you? I mean, it could wind up like that one Star Trek The Next Generation episode, where, you just get 2 fates, but you know, work fighter. None of these suits fit me. Let's see, I'll take this, and that one over there. What the heck, I'll take that one too. Our leader's just like any other woman. Man, why is it that strong-willed women always use people so roughly? Excuse me? What? You know what? I'm gonna unpack that off stream. I don't know, and I don't like it, so I'm gonna leave it alone. That's why I said I'm unpacking that off stream, because, literally, Lamau, what the fuck. Room over here. Private room over here. Oh, Lankar's room. Huh? Lankar's not here. I wanted to ask him to put me on the away team this time too. Where's Lankar? Oh well, I'll just wait here until he gets back. I mean, if we're preparing for the situation I think we are, he's gonna be gone. Libra's room. You listen to me. Don't get cocky just because I'm not going on this mission. You have to leave a certain level of personnel behind in order to protect the ship. Lankar, what are you on about? Does he think we want to get with Maria? Because he was real happy to talk to her when we came back with her on board. Oh, I don't have the energy for this. They say it's the Pan-Galactic Federation, but why would they be amassing their forces here? They're just like using violence to run roughshod over those with minority opinions, right? All the while, only a select few grow fat at everyone else's expense. Okay. Oddly suited to the times in a very uncomfortable kind of way. Mirage's room. Yeah, let's step up out of here. Well, Maria's room. Sounds like a lot of the crew has the house for Maria. She's only like 19 though, I think. She's an adult, but like a very young adult. So that's Lankar is probably at least around her age, but I don't like that energy at all. I'll let you know what you once we enter the gravitational field of Ellicor. You should get some rest until then. Not far to Ellicor 2 from these coordinates. Okay. Yes, let me go. If you take a direct hit from a Vandini Disruptor Rifle, your flesh will be evaporated. There is no treatment for evaporation. Just make sure to wear your protective suit. I really don't like the sound of that. That actually, like, bothers me a lot. So, fun fact. I went to do some research, and apparently, this entire time, me investing points in a lot of this stuff, apparently this has only just been for the AI settings for the most part. Investing points in attack and defense. I literally just learned this, and I don't know whether to be infuriated or just like, well, okay, I guess. But, you know, assuming that's the case, I'm going to change my leveling up strategy just a little bit and focus more on HP and MP for everybody, including Cliff. And then we'll kind of see where it goes from there. Tactics. Yeah, the only thing is that she's like, Maria's like, you should get some rest. And I'm like, I don't have a room on this ship, I'm pretty sure. I wonder why those Vendini specified Ellicor 2 out of all the planets they could have picked. I really hate causing any more problems for the Ellicorians. Let's take care of this as quickly as possible. My dictionary is so full of things, of definitions now that I haven't gone to look. I think I saw a private room. There are a couple of those. It would have been the top right downstairs. There are a couple of those, but the private rooms are not necessarily just for me. Yeah, there we go. It's time, everyone. Meet in front of the transporter room. Hello, phone. What do you want? Ah, there you are. Are you ready to go? Yeah, let's go.
I see everyone's here. All right, let's go.
And phone went off for some reason.
You've got the bridge, Mirage.
Roger.
Let's do it.
Good luck. See you soon. If something happens, you have command of the Diplo. Understood.
Well, let's just hope nothing happens.
My thoughts exactly. We'll be back shortly. Take care.
Stay sharp, and keep an eye on the captain.
Trust me, Lankar, it's gonna be fine. Like, we're more than fine, dude. You're overthinking it.
Is someone there?
Huh. That's strange. That stance. I feel like I know who that was.
Hang in there, you two. Shouldn't be long now.
What's that?
A transport jammer.
Well, looks like that plan kinda got scuttled. Badly.
Hand over the boy, now.
I have somebody who really wanted to hear this boss battle music that's gonna come up next, and I hope he made it. 'Cause if not, he's gonna have to see this on the VOD.
I thought we had a deal.
Is this where Steve gets redshirted? Oh, we'll have to see.
Did you? Your equipment suggests otherwise. You Federation scum are always up to dirty tricks.
I want to point out that Quark is in fact extremely anti-Federation.
Plain stupid to come unprepared. Besides, we're not from the Federation.
Case in point. Like, that's kind of like calling a leftist a liberal. It's one of those things that you could do, in theory, and think, aha, I'm right. And then they go, actually,
What's the difference? Hey, boy, get over here.
No! Run! No! How dare you!
Take the boy alive. Kill the rest. Here I
A
go.
worthy opponent.
Blade of Fury! Blade of Fury! Blade of Fury!
yep. And as you can see, in battle, this is when we see all the player 2 outfits and stuff. Let me message this person.
Seems you underestimated us.
Well, we'll see if he makes it.
It would appear so.
Fate! Fate!
I'm gonna take a second and eat a little more of my burrito.
Fate.
The tables have turned, B-Wig.
What's so funny, baghead? You're the only one left.
Something's being transported down.
How's that possible? There's a transport jammer here.
Fools! Our technology only blocks who we want it to block. We can bring down as many reinforcements as we need.
Sophia?
Don't worry. I just tripped.
Let me see your leg. Why didn't you tell me you were hurt?
Must have been hit in that fight back there. You guys hide here. I'll try to draw them away.
What, alone?
I'll be fine. I can handle these guys. Her injury is gonna slow you down.
I don't think I've heard Cliff sound that serious in a while. He means it.
I've spotted one over here!
It's time. Yeah, just about. I gotta get through another cutscene or two, and then yes, it's time. Hey, Kami. So Kamikaze is someone I know from way back in the day. Good to see you here, my friend.
It doesn't look too bad. We'll fix you up in no time once we get back
So
to
yeah, I forgot there's another cutscene, but better that you're here now, because probably
a bit longer.
after this cutscene, if I go back up to where the boss fight is supposed to be, it's gonna happen. So
Thanks. The transport jammer should have about a 2-kilometer radius of effect, right?
That's the Federation spec, but the Vendini technology is more advanced. No doubt it has an even greater area of effect.
this is Fate's dad. His name is Bob.
It will be hard getting clear of it.
If we try to run, they'll only come after us. We have to make a stand.
Mm-hmm.
You've grown, Fate.
Let's talk it over with Cliff when he gets back.
Okay.
In the meantime, Dad, there's something I have to ask you.
So you finally found out.
So for context, what he's talking about is the whole Fate can blow up battleships with his mind thing.
But you must understand, I never once thought of you as a tool for my research. You were born because your mother and I always wanted a child.
And I believe him when he says that. Robert's hands are really low poly compared to everybody else in this room.
Well, then tell us why. How could you treat your own child like a guinea pig?
By the way, who is she?
Well, given that his jaw is moving, I think he at least got he got like real mouth rights, but then that wasn't able to transfer over to his hands.
Maria Trador. She's the leader of Quark, the anti-Federation group.
Maria Trador.
Oh yeah, he has real mouth.
Trador?
You performed genetic engineering on her, just like you did to me.
Uncle Robert? Genetic engineering?
Mm-hmm.
What? So that means you're... I see. That's why your last name is Trador.
Explain yourself, Dr. Linegaud. I think we have the right to know.
He's not wrong.
Tell us why. Why did you do it, Dad? Why did you manipulate our genes?
I did it. For the sake of our universe.
Our universe? That's quite a grand scale. How could modifying our genes have anything to do with the universe?
But it's the truth. I performed symbological genetic engineering on you because of a force that would one day threaten all we know.
Yep. If you ever wanted proof that Star Ocean is a JRPG, or this game specifically is one, sudden twist of, well, now the whole universe is in danger, and you two are the only ones who have the ability to do anything about it. Gasp.
Threaten all we know?
I don't expect you to believe me right here and now. It's a long story. I'll explain everything once we get out of here. Just be patient.
Yep, sounds like a JRPG. Yeah, pretty much.
Is that all? You think we'll accept that poor excuse for an explanation?
Maria.
That's not what I wanted to hear.
I'm sorry.
The death flag right there, Robert. Yeah, Bob is kind of pushing his luck. It's like, yo, I'll explain everything once we get out of here, but we'll see. I don't know about that. This game can be surprising sometimes.
Sorry to keep you waiting. What happened?
It's nothing, really.
Okay. I've cleared out all the enemies in the immediate area, but we can't waste any time. I'm sure they'll keep calling in reinforcements.
Not wrong.
And there's still Vendini soldiers here and there. Seems to be no end to them. They're like roaches.
Hmm?
I think we should destroy the jammer. Otherwise, we don't stand a chance. We'll be picked off one by one.
Also true.
What do you think? I'd like to hear your opinion.
Seems we have no other choice. Maria to Diplo. I'm here. That B-Wig's using a new type of transport jammer. We're going to destroy it. Be ready to transport us up as soon as we do. Cannot comply.
Excuse you?
What's wrong? We're under attack by the Dasvanu. Our hands are full just staying alive. Incoming transports at this time would be... What happened to the Aquaeli? It should have been here by now. They're being blocked by another Vendini ship. They need a little more time. Where's Mirage? She's on damage control. Lieber and Lankar are with her. All right. Find some way to hold out until the Aquaeli arrives. We'll do our best.
Damn it!
I should have known the Vendini would have prepared for this.
Yeah, they're villains.
Dini are engaged. Maybe they're also too busy to use their transporters.
Yeah, there's a good chance of that.
If so, then they've got all the soldiers they're going to get. Let's take out their jammer then. In the
Relying on the Federation sticks in my craw, but I guess we have no other choice.
It's gonna be tough, you two, but hang in there. Let's go.
Alright, so here we are back in the Curlsaw training facility. If I was in the mood, I would go through here and grind out some of the other stuff. Mostly like finishing up the map, but I'm kind of not really. I just kind of want to get out of here. That said, the enemy composition has changed up a little bit, so let's see what we're getting into. Oop. Wait a that.
That was easy. All right, looking good.
Not wrong. So as a reminder to those that may be new to the stream, I have currently gone to the trouble of making sure that all the party members have on, at least all the ones that are with us right now, have on Orichalcum on their weapons. The 500 is like a plus 500 boost to attack power. We are basically stronger than most things that we are going to run into. Or basically we have an obscene amount of attack power relative to most of the other stuff we're going to encounter for a while in this game. Oh, that tracks. I don't like that. Yeah, so I also did a little more research, and as it turns out, so I learned something. I think I have to go downstairs to like the base level to go back up. Yeah, so I learned something. And the thing that I learned is that, so the thing that I learned, and this is probably of interest, for example, to Stubby. So those attacks that seem to like randomly break the bonus battle gauge even when they're weak attacks, turns out if you get hit by crits, so if you take a critical hit, that also breaks the bonus gauge. So this whole time where it's like, wait a minute, that attacker's just a poke. Why did it break it? I got hit with a crit, and that breaks the gauge. So getting critted in this game is not ideal. Yes, it is. Very handy. I just have to make sure that I step away from... whatever I'm attempting to disintegrate, or really bad things happen. By which I mean, like, I get hit by the debris and then I get knocked out. Oh, hey. Is that a friend Tova that I see? Hey Tova, what's up? How do I recharge it again? So, basically, if I go to an inn, I will have the opportunity to recharge it over there. Yeah, basically every inn now will actually have shit. Every inn that I go to will have a bunny that will recharge it for a fee, I think. So, was lurking as I relax a bit of art before possibly league with you later if you want to. Then I'll work on Hellpoint stuff after. Yeah, I think I've cleared more or less everything I need to for work tomorrow. So I should be able to play some League after stream. I should be able to. We should be good for it. So just remind me and I will be more than down for that. Yeah. The nice thing about this Ring of Disintegration, even if I run out of charges, I can still disintegrate stuff. It just means that I just run out of the ability to make gems. Perfect berries and ripe berries. What a haul! What a haul! Wait, no, I shouldn't quote that person. That person's kind of gross. The ingredients obtained. Also, it was pointed out to me by a Japanese Sekiro fan that Yone, sorry, I keep getting his name wrong, that Yone might have some references to Sekiro. Yone might have some, Good thing I saved up all that IP then. Not IP, Blue Essence, whatever they call it nowadays. Are the gems the things that are dropping from the, yeah, those blue, whatever the word for them are. Those blue, whatever they are, yes, those are the gems. Which, fun fact, Yone's English VA is the VA for Sekiro / Wolf. Yo. I'm about it. Okay. Kame, I hope you're still here, because I think it's about that time pretty soon. So I hope you're still here, because this is your time to finally see that thing that at long last you've apparently been waiting a while to relive. And all of its cheesy lol what the fuck game. Is Yone the new league champ? I've been out of the loop. Yes. Yone is let's fucking go. Yeah. Yone is Yasuo's brother, the one that Yasuo talks about a lot with all that regret in his voice. Yeah, turns out, surprise, he's still around. So I'll probably pause just at the start of this fight. Just because I'm used to pronouncing Japanese names, so Yone is easy for me. Haha. Yeah, like when I'm zoning out and I have to keep reminding myself, no, say it. Like, you spent X years studying Japanese, you should be okay with, okay, I say studying, but it was mostly self-study, so I'm like still super novice. But I learned my hiragana, so I should at least be able to get that right. I just keep zoning out and not paying attention.
Hand over the boy now. I will say it once more. Resistance is futile. I can keep calling in reinforcements, no matter how many of my soldiers you defeat.
Resistance is futile. Excuse me. Since when, Borg? What?
There is no escape.
When I first saw the name without hearing it, I had pronounced it right and had to ask, wait, is it the Japanese way or the English way? And the pronunciation was saying like yo in one syllable, and I looked up and went, oh wait, right, yeah. Yone. So yone. Well, it sounds like that when I jokingly, but yeah, yo ne is probably the way that it should be said.
That's because of this thing.
Surprise! This is who we saw when we came here earlier, when Fate was like, am I seeing things? So, this is where I'm gonna play a little bit less coy, because I was doing it a little bit earlier in the stream, but now I need to kind of like undo it and be a little more serious. So, in the early part of the game, we met 3 characters that we could have added as playable. Nell, Roger, who we basically talked to in the forest and let him out and then said, no, we're not taking you with us because fuck you. And Albel, who we also said, fuck you, we're not taking you with us. So, there was a certain event at the inn in Paterni. If you rest at the inn in Paterni while Albel is with you and you answer one of his questions a specific way during the event that happens, he will be the one to show up here instead. If you take Roger with you during the events of Moon Shadow Forest earlier in Douglas Forest earlier in Disc 1, he will be the one that shows up instead. If you don't trigger Roger's event or Albel's event, you get Nell instead. And this is on purpose because this time I'm not using Albel, and this time, and I never use Roger. Not that Roger's bad, but I don't like him, so fuck him.
I think that did the trick. What the heck was it anyway?
Nell!
Yeah, like,
Damn you!
Nell is a better character anyway. Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
What the?
Oof. I don't know about gameplay, but I mean personality. So all the characters in this game are not terrible to play with. Like, there isn't a character that is like bad to play with per se. You just have to know how to use them correctly.
B-Wing!
Destruction of our transport jammer means nothing. Our battleship can crush your flagship at any time.
He's talking all this good game.
Captain! Are you okay?
He's fine, Leaper.
What's going on? Where are the reinforcements? What? The Aquaeli? Damn! Pull us out now! Dasvanu, transport us up!
The boss fight is supposed to be here. I know it.
Thanks. That.
No problem! I'm just glad we're in time!
Give me a status report.
Yes! It arrived a few minutes ago. Even the Dasbanu should have a hard time against both our ships.
Good. How horrible.
What are you doing here?
I had a lot on my mind, and so I came here. Then I saw you all, and
So I want to emphasize something. So, Nell and the sacred city of Aquios, that's like way to the northeast of here, right? So she would have had to come through Paterni, then Arius, left Arias and come all the way back. She's like almost like more than half. She's into Aryglyph territory, basically. Like we're like 2 cities away from Aryglyph. So,
I'm glad.
hell of a time for a walk.
Before the end, I never thanked you properly.
Hey, I don't want to hear any of this the end crap from you.
So for context, if you're wondering, like it was just a laser.
Let's get back to the Diplo. They should be able to do something.
You're right.
These names sound so fake and made up. Why can't they use real sounding names like Star Wars? Listen, Tovo, before I changed Fate's name, it was spelled with a Y in the middle, okay? Like I'm doing my best here.
Report. The Aqua Ellie has just destroyed the Dasvanu with its creation cannons. We'll be able to transport you in 1 minute. Just a second. What is it, Marietta? We detected transporter activity right before the Dasvanu was destroyed. Did you get that? Be very careful. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, I knew it.
If I cannot use you, I shall.
Well, see, the joke is Star Wars names are fucked up and weird. Also, good point. Oh. Welp. Elon Sleazebagano sold death sticks. Half the names sound like they were made up literally on the spot. Yeah. Yep. Death flag raised. Death flag cashed in. Never tell your son you're gonna explain everything to him later. Just do it when he asks. Yeah, I need F's in the chat.
Fate. Maria. Sophia. The data you want is at Moonbase. You must
Oh, did you, Tovo? I'm sorry. Hold on.
go there.
Oh. Yeah, there we go. I have both Automod and,
Dad, save your
Nightbot on. I should probably do one or the other when I think of, in retrospect. Actually, it's better that Automod caught you. I'm surprised to pick up that word as bad. Yeah, I don't know. Nightbot definitely doesn't have it, so it's just a regular Automod.
It serves you right for interfering. This never would have happened if you had done what I asked.
Slime.
Yeah, I'm surprised too, Tovo. I don't know what's up with that. I'm gonna turn up this music for a bit because y'all gotta hear why this of all songs that they picked. I'll turn this up for 1 second so you can hear it. Like, let me reiterate here. Sorry, a little too low. Yeah. Kame, I don't know. So let me reiterate something to y'all here. I'm gonna do emphasis and then we're gonna get into the fight. We have this song. Right after Fate's father has literally sacrificed himself for his son. This is a battle. This is a battle that should be full of emotion and charged feelings and all this other stuff. And we got this shit. Now, don't get me wrong. It's a good song. Motoi Sakuraba knows what he's doing, but at the same time, my guy, what the fuck? Like, literally, what? Rip my dad, but Groove is in the heart. Like, for real. Okay. So there are 2 battle trophies to get from this fight. I don't know if I can get both of them. I'm going to try. One of them is to beat Billig without taking damage from the controlled character. The other one is to beat him within a minute. So... Nope, there goes that one. Hold on. Hang on. Oh, not showing the game. Oh no! Oh no! Ah! I can reload it. I can reload it and we can do it again. I forgot to switch it back. It wasn't that interesting really, but I... Alright chat, make the call. Do I reload it? And then... So I have to walk back down to the bottom of the training facility and then do it over again. I didn't get the battle trophies though. I thought there were 2 for him, but there weren't. Yeah, no, I didn't get the trophies either, which is weird, because I beat him in under a minute. Maybe they weren't actually there for B-Wig, and it's another boss I'm thinking of. Also, I just realized that Fate screaming just now sounded like Chewbacca, except, like, with a sore throat.
Diplo, it's over. Transport us up. Roger, Captain.
I didn't even get the trophies either.
Transport you up.
So I guess it was all kind of just a failure.
Dad, what's on Moonbase? Answer me, Dad.
Fate.
Wait, Sophia got an outfit change. What?
She'll be okay.
Really? Good.
How long do you plan on moping around?
Is Sophia...
Anything to say?
Is Sophia a party member now? I guess we'll have to see.
His father just died, you know? How about a little more sympathy? Fate, your father left something to the 2 of us. What are you going to do about it? I don't care what you do. I'm going to Moonbase. Even if I have to go alone.
So Sophia is Betty and Maria is Veronica. In theory, except mild spoilers with the way that the pairing system works in this game. Technically speaking, Fate could, if he wanted to, basically wind up with anybody. Though to what degree those things are romantic, is left ambiguous by the game.
I'll go too. To Moonbase. We'll go get whatever my father left behind.
Good. Fate, Maria has a point. It's not like you to be so depressed. But don't be too hard on yourself.
Okay. I'm sorry for worrying you.
That's okay.
All right, so it's off to Moonbase then.
By the sounds of it, yeah.
That's the plan. I've already given the crew the order.
Moon base? I wonder what kind of place it'll be. Can't wait.
Pardon?
What did you just say?
Do you know what you're saying? You might never make it back home again.
I realize that.
I don't think you understand what you're getting into.
We were able to end the war with Eriglyph thanks to all of you. But now that the war is over, there's no longer a need for me there. So now, I'd like to help you all out.
Yeah, I will apologize again to stream for literally forgetting to switch off of close cam for that fight. It wasn't
That's the only way I can pay you back.
all that much anyway, but also the main point is that we got to hear the musical stylings of Motoi Sakuraba at the best possible time. Don't worry, I looked it up. There is another boss fight that uses exactly the same music in an equally inappropriate timing, much later in Disc 2. So, we'll actually get a run back, not with B-Wig, but we're going to get a run back of that theme with a boss. Yeah, this entire game just goes entirely left on the second half, and I was just flabbergasted. Yeah, so, like my headlines say, no spoilers, because I do remember at least most of the salient points, but yes, this game is wild, does not begin to scratch the surface of some of the stuff we're going to see in Disc 2. I look forward to having to move that body. Mm-hmm.
But if you feel that I'll just get in the way, I'll leave.
Also, that reminds me, there's a particular command that I need to make for Nightbot that I'm going to want somebody to help me test. That command, I will tell you what it is shortly, as soon as I make it. It should be... We need to stand out in today's RPG market. Any ideas? Boy, house music intensifies. Yeah. Look, I said it on my stream on Friday that Motoi Sakuraba. I said that he has a lot of range, and then somebody in the chat was like, "Well, not really. He kind of makes like the same three styles of song." I mean, yes, but then gonna put you in a work that body. Like, you say that, but at the same time, like,
You won't be in the way, but still.
I think it's a good idea.
all right. Also, if anybody wants to try typing an exclamation point hype in the chat, it'll be a 5-second cooldown on the command, but I want to see if it works.
You sure?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know if it actually put in the actual emote. Profound sadness. Hang on. Of course it doesn't put in the actual emote. But the command actually works. I'll have to figure out how to get the actual emote to show up eventually.
Come on.
I'm pretty sure I spelled it right.
If that's how you feel, I've no objections.
It could also just be that the chat thing I showed doesn't display it.
Okay, what can you do?
Yeah, I spelled it right, so I guess we just cursed. Hobo redeemed the hydration, not dehydration. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me go fill up my water. And I will be right back. Hold up. Do. Pardon me. Alrighty, there we go. Thank you, Tobo, for redeeming the hydrate.
Good to have you with us.
Good to be here.
Yes? Incoming communication from the Aqua Ellie. What do you want to do? I'll be right there.
I'm sorry about your father.
Thank you.
However, all we have now is you. This may have dashed the Federation's hopes.
What do you mean? What do you know that we don't?
I can't tell you over the comlink. Can you come over to my ship?
If that's okay with you, Quark and the Federation aren't exactly friends.
The Aqua Ellie is my ship, and on my ship, I decide who is friend or foe.
Badass.
And if anyone objects, they can visit the brig while you're here.
That is super badass.
We'll be there shortly.
Excellent.
Commodore, I have a request.
What is it?
We want to go to Federation Station 5, Moonbase, but they would never let us near them on a Clausian ship. I'd like to ask you to take us there in the Aqua Ellie.
Moonbase. That's where Dr. Linegod's research lab is.
That's right. Go to Moonbase for my father's dying words.
Right after work that bot, and then right after that work that body came up.
I think he meant for us to go there and find the truth.
Yes, but after Dr. Linegod was captured, we searched the lab's database thoroughly. Yet we did not find any useful information.
Still, we'd like to check for ourselves. You might have overlooked something. And there may be some things that would only interest us.
Alright, let's try this.
That's right. And there
Oh,
are most likely
alright.
things in there that only we would understand.
Right. Understood. We'll transmit a homing beacon.
Ah, I see. So I have to actually give Nightbot a sub to my channel for that. Nah.
Thank you, Commodore.
Then we have a deal?
Oh, Nightbot.
Yes.
Oh, and about Earth, you had better brace yourselves.
Ooh.
Huh?
I don't like the sound of that. Yeah, that's too much work. I'll figure something out.
Wonder what he means.
I suppose we'll find out when we get there.
Only we will go to the Aqua Ellie. Stand down weapons and wait until further notice. Mirage and Marietta, take care of her while we're gone.
I guess maybe the actual thing to do is to figure out, alternatively, how to make that hype and everybody emote, but whatever.
Maria?
It's too much work. I'll figure it out later.
Don't worry about us. We'll take care of things here. We have Landcar and the others to keep us company. Be careful. Thanks.
Alright. Whoa. You can't make an everybody emote. Figures. Yeah, I'll have to figure out at some point how to get Nightbot a sub then in order to get it to show that properly. But I'll deal with that later. Tomorrow's problems for tomorrow's me. So, it's Dr. Lion God's son and esteemed members of Quark. That's right, and you are? Please forgive my manners. I'm Lieutenant Fields. I serve under the command of Commodore Whitcomb. The Commodore has bade me to show you around. I see, thank you. In that case, I apologize for the rush, but could you please take us directly to the Commodore? Very well, please follow me. Alright, let's go. There's no time to waste. Yeah, there's probably going to be a lot of cutscenes for this part of it, but you know what? We'll live.
It will take a while to reach Moonbase. Let me explain the situation in the meantime. The two of you in particular have been on Ellicor for some time, and probably know little of what is going on.
Alright. So I'm going to mostly let the cutscene talk for itself, but if anybody has any clarifying questions, you can ask them, or I will occasionally ask them, or I'll occasionally give them as things go on.
Please.
The Earth and the entire galaxy are facing an unprecedented threat.
You're not talking about the war with Vendine and Aldean, are you?
That is correct.
So, to an earlier point though, because I forgot to explain this, Subby, if I remember correctly, and I could be wrong about this, I think with the Vendini, what you see are their actual faces. I think. I don't think those are helmets. I don't think those are helmets. But I also don't remember if they are or not. It's kind of ambiguous.
I imagine you are also aware of those powerful bursts of energy?
Yes, exceeding magnitude 3, right?
Basically, twice as strong as what they currently know of as the strongest anti-ship weaponry that they have in this entire universe.
They were aimed at Earth. The planetary defense shield managed to partially block the attack, but it still caused considerable damage.
It was too much for the planetary defense shield?
Yes, and those energy bursts were a message, a declaration of war.
Declaration of war? What alien power has the ability to mount such a devastating long-range attack?
A new power, previously unknown to us, emissaries of an entity known as the Creator.
Oh. This time I'm going to remember to turn back on gameplay. Are they implying that in grand JRPG fashion, even though we are in the year of our exploration, space date 772, we are going to have to kill and dethrone God? Maybe they are. I don't know. But it damn sure feels like it.
They call themselves the Executioners, enforcers of the Creator, come to sentence us to our death.
The Creator?
Yes, it is not uncommon for dictators to claim divine origin. Their message states that our science has delved into forbidden areas, and thus the Creator has decreed our annihilation.
Okay, right. So kill and dethrone God. Right, got it.
That's insane.
Sounds like a plain old invasion to me.
We believe that is correct. They are, without a doubt, a power to be reckoned with. They have technology far exceeding our own.
So in other words, we better say our prayers.
Take a look at this. This is the Earth, and this shows our attempt to use our space stations to trace the route of the energy blasts. Their energy blasts passed through an unknown dimensional space, faster than the speed of light.
An unknown dimensional space?
Indeed. The blast traveled through neither subspace nor gravitic space. This alone hints at the capabilities of their technology. Shockingly, the energy pulses were released from an uncharted region over 50,000 light years away.
50,000 light years?
Yes, the data stunned us.
Very much over 9,000.
Several of our analysts rushed to get their eyes examined.
Have they sent out a fleet?
We don't know. If there is one, we haven't detected it. Still, a declaration of war has been made. Surely it will not be long. An attack by a fleet of such power would spell trouble for the Federation.
This is bad.
So this means Klaus, Vendine, and Aldean are all in deep trouble.
Yes, and it seems Vendine was attempting to capture and use the Federation's secret weapon. They would consider any offer of cooperation with the Federation an insult.
Yeah.
Secret weapon. Me.
Again, for those that were not here for that, keep in mind that my boy Fate Line God literally, when cheesed off enough, has the ability to destroy a Vendini battleship with basically his brain. It knocked him out afterward, but that was the thing that happened.
Correct. That is what I've been told. Apparently, Dr. Linegaud and his team developed you after they detected the executioner's presence years ago. But frankly, you do not look like much of a weapon to me.
Oof.
How can a man of flesh and blood fight a fleet of starships?
Yet it was I who destroyed the battleship Invisible.
What? You did that?
Yes, like fate, I too am the product of Dr. Linegaud's genetic engineering.
I see. Is that so? Only upper echelons of the Federation were privy to Dr. Linegaud's top secret research. But if what you say is true, if there is another, then we may have a chance.
I know Tova also caught that one. I know she did. Because it just now occurred to me. Wait a minute.
Unfortunately, our powers are still unreliable. We can't just invoke them whenever we want.
Like, that might have been a localization thing. That particular phrasing, but like,
What do you mean?
Exactly what I said.
joke's on you, I wasn't paying attention. We got a Yoda quote in there, Tovo. Commodore Whitcomb over here was like, something, but if what you say is true about powers and junk, if there is another, etc., etc.
Neither of us can fully control our powers.
Perhaps the late Dr. Linegaud placed some means of security on you. Losing him was a great tragedy.
Another reason we need to get to my father's lab on Moonbase.
Commodore Whitcomb. I'm really surprised that Nightbot didn't catch that one. Yeah, I also have to go back and check my Nightbot filters because Nightbot's a little wild. But no, Whitcomb. That said,
Yes, as I said before, the lab's database has already been searched. Don't expect too much.
Maybe you're right. When I investigated the lab before, I found no information of that kind.
If we cannot rely on your powers, we shall have to face the executioners with what we have.
spoiler alert, that may not be a good idea. Just saying.
Bridge to Commodore.
Yes?
We have a transmission from Federation Station 9.
Give me a display.
Right away, sir.
Commodore! We're under attack by a group calling themselves the Enforcers! Requesting immediate... Those aren't ships! What are they? Are they gods?
Are they gods? Are they gods? Oh no.
We've lost the signal. Report from headquarters. Federation Station 9 has been obliterated.
Obliterated?
Orders, Commodore?
Yes, Snake. Obliterated. Obliterated?
Commodore?
Yes. Yes, I know. Maintain our present course to Earth.
I really wonder how Nell feels in all of this.
A ship. Did I hear him say what I think he said? What could this mean?
Because basically, as the training facility kind of implied, there is not a whole lot going on down there on Ellicor 2. Like, that planet is like medieval pre-space flight. So now here she is, sitting on a spaceship
I think he's saying the executioners are gods.
and seeming pretty chill despite everything.
No god would kill as they do.
Nell's smart enough not to interrupt. Yeah.
Whatever they are, I fear we'll find out soon enough.
Yeah. "12 hours flight time to Earth."
Okay. Connect me with headquarters.
Yes, sir. Connecting.
This is the Aqua Ellie calling fleet headquarters.
Hermes here.
This is Whitcomb, sir. What's our situation, Admiral?
You probably already know, but we've lost stations 8, 9, 31, 36, and 42.
What about the answer to life, the universe, and everything? Oh no.
The enemy has not been identified, but we do know they are, in all likelihood, headed straight for Earth.
I see, sir. Our orders?
Stay your present course. Other ships are being dispatched to block the enemy. Battleships and combat explorers have already been deployed. 162 ships are stationed around Earth, 112 around Station 9, and 215 around Station 20.
Understood, sir.
Oh, and Commodore. Word is the Enforcers have already attacked and destroyed Aldean.
Well, guess that puts an end to the Aldean-Vendini War.
What?
In the worst possible way.
They were the closest to the enemy's point of origin. Though we were not friends, I mourn their loss. The same fate awaits us if we don't keep our wits. It's the most powerful threat the Federation has ever faced. Yet in the past, we've always managed to overcome difficulty. Godspeed, Commodore.
Yes, sir.
Over and out.
We must get to Federation Station number 5 at once and carry out our mission.
Agreed.
We are currently searching for the missing professors, Dr. Ryoko Lineguard, Fate's mom, and Dr. Clive Estede, Sophia's dad. With the current military situation, it's going to be very difficult. At the very least, I won't be able to assign any more personnel to this until the current crisis passes. I see. Alright, I understand. I'm sorry. We got a communication from the Lambda sector. It has been determined that the barrage that was just fired at Earth was also simultaneously fired at the homeworld of the Aldean Empire. Incredibly, the Aldean homeworld took a direct hit and has been completely destroyed. I have a communication from the moon base. Moon base situation is normal. We pray for your ship's safety. We haven't told the crew of the ship, the Aqua Ellie, about the details of Dr. Lineguard's research. Kept you information about you and Maria on a need-to-know basis. All we told them is that we are carrying a new type of weapon that Dr. Lineguard developed on Moonbase after predicting the war of the Executioners. Noted. The ship is currently headed toward the data sector with no significant problems. So yeah, one of the things that I admittedly don't like about this game is that when it comes time for downtime, especially on ships, it involves a lot of running around, talking to people, and kind of killing time. And then not knowing where to go. And some of it, and it's not like that on an atmospheric level, I think. It's just that it's like, well, yeah, the Aqua Ellie is also huge. Welcome to the battleship Aqua Ellie, pride of Pan-Galactic Federation. That Kurt is a regular patient here. She's in the sick bay more often than not. I assume they mean this person. What? Keep your voice down. I don't feel so well. Leave me alone. Okay. You feeling under the weather? Here, let me give you a nice shot. I'm kidding. Also, I want to point out that Cliff, by virtue of the fact that we boosted his HP again just now, he's been eating his Wheaties. By comparison, Sophia, okay, I'm laughing, but here's the thing. Equipment. Fragile metal pipe. This figurine that makes weak enemies stronger. The XP award increases, but it is not a good idea to use it on powerful enemies. In other words, we are not going to be putting on the Gutsy Bunny while we are anywhere near where we're about to be, because that is basically asking for a lot of trouble. Now, one thing we are definitely going to do, though, I'm going to give Sophia... No, not now. So, what's going to happen is I'm going to give... How are we supposed to use Sophia if she joins at level 1? Step 1, make sure she doesn't die in any fights. Step 2, the bonus gauge's fill rate is going to be dependent on the average level of the party versus the average level of the enemies that we're facing. So in other words, what's going to happen is that if I put Sophia in the party and she's still obnoxiously low leveled, our battle bonus rate, especially at the place where we're going, is going to be very, very high. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, I know. Yeah, the Orichalcum is going to come in clutch again, yeah. So, I know my math is not the greatest, but it feels like 5% of 25 is not 89. Hang on a second. I'm going to put on this other Scholar's Bracelet. Okay. I want to point out, Sophia is at level 1. I give her 2 Scholar's Bracelets, and her intellect is already better than literally everybody except Maria's. It's 257. Okay, there's some other calculation stuff that I'm probably not getting correct. But again, let me reiterate that. Yeah, there's a lot of hidden stats there. So let me reiterate that. Now, Maria also has 2 of these Scholar's Bracelets on. So let me take them off so that we can have a comparison here. So Maria's base intellect is 142, right? Maria's base intellect, at least right now at level 1, right now at this level, is this, right? I gave Sophia 2 Scholar's Bracelets, and she's at level 1, and her base int is like... Oh right, remember 0, I can't do math, I gave you a bigger number than the number you're asking the percentage of. I keep forgetting, Tovo, that you say these things also for fun times, and you keep getting me. One of these days, I'm gonna remember. Basically what I'm saying though is that if I level Sophia, and she gets on their level, with 2 Scholar's Bracelets, and this is probably not even the most busted thing I can do, with 2 Scholar's Bracelets, her int is probably going to be monstrous, and I am both super hyped and also scared out of my fucking mind. But we're gonna see how that goes. Okay, I'm gonna put in... No, I need Cliff. I'm gonna do Fate, Sophia, Cliff. And basically we have to just make sure Sophia doesn't frickin' die. And then we should be fine. In theory. Okay. I'm gonna go look up something in a guide, because trying to figure out how to chip this is... Huh? I haven't seen you around here before. Are you new? Till the end of walk through. Yeah. So, the reason why I'm gonna take a walkthrough on this is because... Hold on a second. I have to figure out which one of these guides is not complete crud. So, there's another streamer that I hang out with, Pleasantly Twisted. Some of you may be aware of her. I watch her streams a lot, and she's like, listen, I rewrote so many guides as a kid because they were all kind of just terrible, and I'm beginning to understand that entire sentiment right now. And I just looked at one, and it's like, okay, you've told me literally nothing about where to go right now. None of this is helpful. Thank you so much. By which I mean, no, actually. I hate the starboard corridor. It has an indestructible shield that I just can't break through. Why are you trying to break through it, though? Like, for what reason? I'm laboring under a misunderstanding here. And then we're back on the bridge. I think I just gotta find somewhere where I'm supposed to rest, but I have no idea where the heck to do that. So yeah, when I said that like the main issue that I have with the Aqua Ellie is that it's freaking gigantic, this is what I meant.
What are you up to?
I'm accessing the database over at Line God Research Lab on Moonbase.
My father's lab?
I thought I could get a head start with a remote search, but it didn't work. I know nothing more than the last time I checked.
When you checked before, could you show me what you found?
I could, yes.
Please, I'd like to see it.
Okay.
We are currently involved in research on special symbols that exhibit extraordinary effects when embedded in the human gene. Although my research is banned by Federation law, it is far too important to abandon now. I'm conducting my research in secret, with the help of my wife, Ryoko, Jesse Trador, and Dr. Estede. Over the past few years, we have successfully developed two special symbols: destruction and alteration. The power to destroy and the power to alter.
Hmm.
We have selected our own children to be test subjects. Jesse protested, but I believe it to be an even greater sin to use the children of others. Although we are tormented by our guilt, we had no other choice. We have embedded destruction in my son and alteration in Jesse's daughter. There are no signs of rejection at this point. Our research was a success. We've now achieved our initial goal. The next step is to track their development.
No way.
This is how I first learned about you. I still don't know what purpose your father had in doing this, but I do know for sure that they embedded special symbols within each of us.
I wonder how they intended us to use our powers.
I'd rest much easier if I knew. We may learn more when we get our hands on the research lab's database.
I agree. It's our only hope.
Let's place faith in what your father said. There must be something there at the lab.
Right.
So I think I found maybe where I'm supposed to go. Oh, hold on. There's a shop here. Yeah, let's go take a look. Oh, port game room, Aqua Ellie. Game room that uses force fields. It is possible to use quad scanner data. Go to an armor, go to an outfit, go to a workshop. Oh. Well. So I think, well, I forgot how this worked until just now. But anybody that has been here now understands why I am laughing and why I have the biggest fucking smile on my face right now. I think this is how inventing works. I think this is how inventing works from now on. I think this is how inventing works from now on. So, for all intents and purposes, they pretend that I'm still on Elicor 2 to do all of the inventing. Which means that if I really want to, at least so far to my current knowledge, I still have the ability to make more orichalcum. And now I have Sophia too. Sophia, and to emphasize this, I want to emphasize something. So, I don't have Albel anymore, so synthesis will probably be more expensive, but dinner time BRB? Okay, Hobo, see you in a bit. Okay. So, by no means is she the best, But Fate's alchemy is 14. Glyph's is 5. Maria's is 22. Nell's is 20. Sophia's is 30 fucking 6. She is literally better than this nerd by like 5 points. I put the 3 of them together, and I put them on making some more orichalcum, and I've still got some busted shit. Like, hold on a second, let me run the calculator and see how this works now. So if I have Sophia, Macwell, Misty Lear. I have Sophia, Macwell, Misty Lear. I have the Alchemist Stone, and I want to make orichalcum. My probability of success goes up to a 39% from a 25%. I'm not going to do it right now because I'm not going to do it right now. But basically, cooking, alchemy, and crafting, like Sophia knows that shit back to front. So this got real. This got real. So I'm not gonna do it right now, but retail rabbit rainmaker. Well, such power. Oh, you have a ring of disintegration, I see. So what can I do for you? I'm gonna recharge it. Recharge it. I see. Yeah, so basically that's how I recharge the ring of disintegration. I talk to a bunny, and the bunny recharges it. Anyway. So, yeah. Alright, well, first of all, let's get... We gotta get Sophia set up with some stuff, first of all. So, let's do that. Even though the war's over, you always need weapons. After all, you can never fully trust another person. Okay. Okay. Silk robe for Sophia. At some point, we'll have to try to make her a better staff, but I can't really think of one. Yeah, Nell is not officially back in our party yet, I think because she's still recovering, technically. So, equipment, Sophia. Yeah, so we also have to figure out a better... oh. Let me see here. Fate, Cliff, Fate, and I think I have Grotz also, maybe? Okay, cool. Crafting. I gotta try to figure out Fate, Sophia, and I think I have Stannis also. Not crafting. Could it be alchemy? I don't think so. I was trying to figure out a way to make a weapon for Sophia, but I got nothing. Alright, gonna go to an outfitter real quick, and then I'm gonna see if we can advance timeline a little more. Go to an outfitter. stage. So I can still... That's still a lot of money, and I'm not buying Orichalcum. Okay. Yeah, let's just get those. And alright, so back to the actual business of... Gotta try to figure out now how to advance the timeline a little bit. Private room. I'm supposed to rest in one of these, I think, but I don't know which one, so we're gonna have to do some looking around. I had no idea what kind of work my dad was doing. I wonder if my mom knew. Your mom. I feel like Clive might have kept it secret from her. I believe in my dad. Tenet and I have practiced some mysterious power locked up inside of me, and I think it must be because my dad and the rest of them thought it was the right thing. That's what I'm going to move base to prove. Isn't that how you feel, Sophia? Yes, of course I believe in them. I trust both of them and my dad. Good. Alright then, let's go and clear up all of it together at Moonbase. Yep. So this is your world. It's completely different from mine. Well, kinda, sorta. I'm guessing it actually might. Ah, that's annoying. I have to go all the way over here to then go here. Okay, this is the one. Yeah, time to hit the sack. There are probably other things to do around there, but I'm trying to make sure that we at least get to Moonbase by the time Whitcomb here. Come in, Fate. Fate here, sir. You arrived at Moonbase. I'm sorry to interrupt your rest. No time to spare. Make your preparations and come to the bridge. Sir. I may have also theoretically forgotten where the bridge is. Maybe. In theory. That's the conference room. Okay, it's gonna take us back up to the top side, so I really just went in a circle, I think. Or no, I didn't.
Federation Station number 5 is currently under a state of alert. The executioners have begun to attack the surrounding area. You cannot transport directly to Dr. Linegod's research lab. That area is protected by transport jamming to prevent direct access. You'll have to transport to the nearest location, the recreational zone.
Right.
Do what you must do. The fate of the galaxy is in your hands.
Yes, sir.
Move out.
Not one of your soldiers, pal. Okay, now I have to figure out where the transporter will leave. Nobody controls a fighter like I do. In last year's Officer Training School candidate finals, I controlled the 3rd Task Force and shot down every last fighter in the Tetrageniate Black Fang squad. That is technically very impressive, because Tetrageniates have 3 eyes, and so they have very good observational skills. Takes a lot of work to be able to actually shoot one down. Enough commanding energy and everyone's your soldier. Yeah, I bet. If Kame is still here, he may recognize that I used this track in a thing I did once a long time ago. Maybe not, but here we are, Moonbase.
Commodore!
What is it?
The executioners have been sighted. They've already engaged our front line.
So they've come.
Yeah, they've come.
Oh, no. We've lost the battleship Sterling, and the Radiant's been hit in its starboard warp core. The Independence has lost its shields.
We're outmatched.
Displaying executioners on screen.
Quickly.
Not this music. Not this music. No, 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 not this music.
What the? What on earth are they? They're not ships. Are those things alive?
We've lost the Quicksilver. They've already destroyed 37 Federation ships, and we've only disabled 8 enemy units. 24 still remain. They're annihilating us.
Not this music. Not to this music.
This is far worse than I thought. I'm counting on you, kids.
Yeah, Stubby knows exactly why I said not that music. I never want to hear that music again. Ever. So, yeah. Even here, we still have access to good old inventing time. What?
Are you all right?
What the hell was that?
Are we under attack?
What is that?
It's a rock? Where'd that come from? Say your prayers!
Oh, I know that voice.
You ruined our gig! How are we gonna make any money now? It's payback time!
Pepita?
Pepita? Hey, it's Sophia! What are you doing here?
Peter Rossetti. We met her at the start of the game when we were on vacation. Stuff was gonna happen. She's in the circus.
Amazing story.
And unfortunately, circus got canceled because the Vendini basically blew up the planet we were on.
That's why we have to hurry on over to the research area. Pepita, why are you guys here?
We came to put on a show. What else? But while we were getting ready, that evacuation announcement came on, and we got shoved in here. I was so mad. I came here to give them a piece of my mind.
That's dangerous, you know. You have no idea how serious this is.
Yeah, but it's better than doing nothing. I hate the feeling of getting walked all over. It's frustrating, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
You can say that again.
Well, I do know how that feels.
That doesn't change the fact that it's dangerous. You need to wait here and leave the rest to us. Can you do that, Pepita?
Okay.
I mean, he's not wrong. I almost hit load, and I would have been real salty. Vita here has questionable delivery on her lines. Yes. Eagle-eyed viewers may notice that she bears very strange similarity to somebody that we've seen recently. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Armor, Rokumundo Antique Shop. Found up all the weapons that look somewhat useful, but these are the only ones I could come up with. Okay. I want to point out something here. This is the newest and shiniest stuff. It's still worse than the stuff we bought right at the point right before we fought Crocell and then enhanced. When I tell you that Orichalcum takes this game and cracks it over its knee, I'm not joking. Look at that. Even the gun that we would have picked up here. Nope. So, I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna buy Carbonite for girls. Then I'm gonna get a Blade of Armor, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Who is this that just came in? Yeah, Dreaming Scion. Yeah, Orichalcum is broken. I used Synthit and Farm XP with Nell's Flying Guillotine as soon as I could. Yeah. Welcome, Dreaming Scion, to the stream. We're going to do a little bit of grinding in Moonbase before we end stream in a couple minutes here. But yeah, Orichalcum is really busted. I still have one piece left. Right now I can't really synthesize any of it because I just bought a bunch of stuff. Mostly armor. So I'm going to put on Bladed for Fate. Carbonite here. I guess maybe I can take the slight int hit because the defense is a little more important. Carbonite here. Okay. Then instead of the Crescent Rod, Magician's Rod. Okay, again, Sophia is level 1. With these two on and her Magician's Rod, she is now, even though Maria has on 2 Scholar's Bracelets of her own, Sophia's busted. Sophia is super busted. And if I can figure out which thing to invent that gives bonus int points, as soon as I can invent that, if I put it on one of Sophia's weapons, this is a done deal, basically, is what I'm getting at. It's a super done deal, is what I'm getting at. Alright, let me sell this stuff, and then let me go sell. Armor. Yeah, basically none of this is going to be any help to us. And I need a little bit of money back, so yeah, Anointed Chainmail does give a little bit of int, but honestly, alright, so it's going to take a little while before I get back up to those other levels, but I'm going to have to get back up to the stuff I had before. But basically, I'm going to have to do a bunch of grinding in the moon base anyway. So, hold on. Let me try to remember. Where is the... It's over here, right? Yeah, the auditorium's over here. I'm going to save again. We're going to go do a little bit of grinding in moon base, and then after that, stream is gonna end. I may stretch it a little bit longer just so we have some time to see where Sophia winds up. But I'm trying to remember which exit it is, because I think one of these exits is almost definitely a boss fight, and we are not ready for that. I'm just gonna be blunt about it. So I'm just gonna make a safety save state just to be on the safe side. In case I happen to go somewhere I really don't want to be at. Okay. Okay, so hang on a second. Cliff is doing this thing where he's not fighting again, and I need him to stop doing that. Tactics. Alright, hang on. So, got this. Resurrection Elixir. Alright. So, 1700 XP. Watch this shit.
Looks like I'm improving.
9 levels. 9 levels. Silence, Antidote, Healing, Ice Needles, Firebolt, and First Aid. And I got a battle trophy for that. So, yes. So, Sophia's int was what, 264? Let's take a look now, and let's just see. At level 10, let's see. Status. Her int is 300, and this is, and I know I'm using the Scholar's Rings, so with the Scholar's Bracelets on, her int is already 315. When I tell you that this character is busted. Come on, come on. I want to fight. Come down here. Alright. Yeah, we still do have to make sure that she doesn't die. That's the only hard part. So, a lot of this grinding, and I may do some of it off stream just to make it a little easier on us. But, okay. Why isn't... Okay. Cliff, what are you doing? Do something. For God's sake. Please? I don't know what's up with him. Like, he's not attacking or anything. Cliff. I don't know what's going on with Cliff right now, but thank you, dude. Like... Yeah, like Cliff is literally just kind of like going, I guess I'm gonna stand here for no reason. Okay. Alright. Guess who's going on the bench? That guy. Zero, when you get on voices bullshit I'm gonna get to tell you about is wild. Ooh. Ooh. I am looking forward to it. It sounds like it's going to be both interesting and terrifying. Let me just... wake up Sophia again. I promise you, I know everybody is like... Sophia keeps dying though. But I promise you, when she's leveled, she is so good. I also have to be careful not to go too far because like I said, there's definitely a boss fight somewhere in the general vicinity of around here. I don't remember where. So if I'm not careful, we'll get into that boss fight early and then everybody's gonna die. Sophia was my fave. Painting symbology with her is a lot of fun. Yeah. Like she's gonna be really good once she's leveled. So I'm only going to do a little bit of it right now. And then I will probably grind a little bit more of it off stream. I don't like to do a lot of play off stream because then I get distracted from other stuff usually that I have to do. But in this case I might have to. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Oh. Yeah, I think it might be best to finish off two of them and then rest Sophia. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. But I keep getting very much blocked from that. And I don't like it. Gets on my nerves a little bit. But, well, items. There's the fresh sage. Hold on a second. Fresh sage. Food. Bun. Yeah, Steppy, that's what I'm trying to do. But the main thing that I keep running into is that, okay, hold on. I really don't like this. Items. Hold on. Got that one. Alright, gotta bring up the rest of these nerds now. Fresh sage. Sophia first. he needs the levels more. So
Looks like I'm improving.
2. Alright, 701. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grind the rest of this off stream because I still want to get Sophia leveled. So I'll probably just grind the rest of the leveling stuff off stream. But in the meantime, let me check who we can raid up before we leave for the evening. So thank you everybody for coming by the stream. I deeply appreciate it. Dreaming Scion, I'm sorry you didn't get to see a whole bunch of stuff, but I do Star Ocean every Sunday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. I also Eastern Standard Time. I also do Star Ocean from 6:30 to 8:30 on Fridays. Thank y'all for coming by. Deeply appreciate it. We are going to go raid my friend Honorian, who is currently working on a no warp Super Mario Brothers speed run. So when you drop in there, if you're still around to raid, just give him a nice SJH does raids when you get in there. Like so. And or just hopefully that doesn't trip anything, but give him that when we go in. But thank y'all for coming by. I'll see you next Friday. Have a good rest of your Sunday. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated, wash your hands, stay safe. The usual. Bye.